Welcome back to Whiskey with E. I'm Eric. Now today we are not doing a whiskey with or without the E. We are doing the E's in beer. So without further ado, craft beer review number 153. We have Rivet. Oh, now Rivet. Oh, there we go. Can you guys see the can? I know the lighting is a bit bad. Rivet. Full flavored lager, traditionally brewed, coming out of Vietnam, so meant to be brewed by the best brewers in Vietnam. There's not a lot of information on this, but for everyone that knows, this is an Aldi special, so pretty much retailing in Aldi stores for roughly $30 for a case, or for 24. Now let's get it open. So comes in a 330 ml can, coming in at 4.6%, which is 1.2 standard drinks. Let's get it open. Oh yeah, look at that. Carbonation, smoke rising. Here we go. Alrighties. We have a headmaster glass here. Alrighties. So, this is definitely got to be one of the cheapest budget beers out. So, you know what? Why is it cheap? Is it good? Let's find out. So let's have a little look here. Now it says that it may contain sulfites. Now sulfites is what may give you the hangover. You might commonly find that in port wines or something like that, wines typically. So you don't normally expect sulfites in beer, but maybe that's why it's cheap. Who knows? You know what, let's get right into it. Color. Look at this. Carbonation, it's not gushing, but it's not fully slow. You know, it's moderate, if you guys can see that. One finger, fluffy white head. Now that is clear. That is, you know, your typical lager color. I mean, it's not too dark, but it's not too light. You know what, let's just get right into it. So, on the nose. Some froth up my nose. All right, so essentially you are not getting so much. So like I've said in the past, lagers are the most hardest to review because unless it's a real good lager, you're just gonna get your typical beery notes, which isn't really definitive, you know. But you can say it's like malty, but it's not malty. I mean, it might be like a malt syrup or something. You're even getting this almost like a, I don't know if I want to say chemical, maybe it's more metallic, kind of reminds me of like a Victorian bitter, a very, but maybe not as bad, all right? So it's not as that like the VB, but there's elements of something that is chemical or metallic in here that I'm nosing. You know what? You're not going to expect too much from it because, like I said, this is a budget beer. Now, even though it is a budget beer, this did win bronze at the Australian International Beer Awards in 2022. So I believe Aldi stores won 9 awards last year. I mean, in 2022. We're in 2024. It wasn't last year. 2 years ago. So that being said, it has won awards if you take awards seriously, but you know what, let's just give it a try and I'll share with you what I think about it. Here we go. Cheers everyone. Let's go. I mean, it is crisp, it is refreshing, carbonation's right, like how a lager should be. But I mean, you're not getting too much. Like, it's not malty, it's not, you might say there's a little bit of a slight citrus hop note, but honestly, it's that beery, that lager funk, you know, nothing's dramatic's coming out of it. It's not necessarily malty, you know, but it's just one of those easy drinking beers that you probably are not going to think about too much, you know. It's just, it's not craft, let's just say, but it's accessible, it's cheap, so you know what, maybe it's worth the money if you just wanted something to slam down to enjoy after work on a hot day. So, you know, it's not that craft beer level, you know, you're not going to get the complexities and all of that. And we just lost the sun. There you go. All right, here we go. Let's get another sip in and we'll see how it goes. Cheers, everyone. Drink responsibly, everyone. I mean, there is a little bit of a crisp, like a tingling carbonation, but it's not that bad. You could probably actually chug this. You know, it's actually a very sessionable beer. I mean, it is only 4.6%, but keep in mind that is high strength for lagers. You know, we're not thinking craft beers where it's all over 6%. So you know what? If you're just an everyday Aussie that just goes to the pub and you just want to grab a lager, you know, nothing complicated, nothing, you know, bowling level, this is not bad. I mean, like, you can't really go wrong, guys. Yes, it's not like a complex lager, you know, you're not getting all the malty notes and all that jazz, but it just delivers what it needs to. You know, you're just going to have a refreshing, you're just going to have a beer that's just going to refresh you on a nice hot day. But it's not hot, it's actually a little bit cold today. Anyways, they say maybe you should even drink this when it's warmer. Maybe it's nicer, but I don't know. Here in Australia, we're just used to putting our glasses in the fridge. We drink our beers cold. And if it warms up, you know, if we're drinking stouts, if it warms up, then we get to experience the change in the flavor. But typically, a lager, when it goes warm, is probably when it's going to go flat, and that's probably when you're not going to enjoy it. So my personal opinion is I like to enjoy my lagers nice and cold. But you know what? Let's test the chuggability. Let's give you my final breakdown. All right, here we go. Very sessionable, very chuggable. I mean, it wasn't really much tingling carbonation there at all. You could almost say it's very smooth, approachable, you know? You know what? It's not a bad beer. So let me know in the comments if you have tried RIVET. I don't even know if that's how you pronounce it. My apologies if it's not how you pronounce it, but there you go. Now it says, alright, I guess it doesn't really say too much. RIVET is registered trademark of Aldi stores, especially made for Aldi stores. No artificial colors, no artificial flavors. Now, like I said, I tried to Google up to see what brewery in Vietnam that this was brewed from, but I couldn't find anything like that. So we're just going to judge it for how it is, I guess. I mean, maybe the true test is if you buy 24 of these, will you wake up with a hangover because it may contain sulfites? Maybe that will be the ultimate question, but I only had this one, so I don't think I'm going to get no hangover. But anyways, let me know in the comments if you have tried this. What do you think of it? I mean, do you accept it? It is good value. Lots of Aldi beers are good value, guys. And yes, it only won a bronze award, but keep in mind, like, maybe on Untapped, out of a 5 rating, this is probably like a 2.5 rating. So out of 10, you'd be like, what is this, a 6 out of 10 for a lager? 5? But like I said, if you're not chasing anything sophisticated, you know, complex, something that you want to think about, this is just one of those good beers to slam down and not think about it and just think to yourself, man, now I'm going to need another beer. Anyways, I'm going to be repeating myself. Like, comment, subscribe. Let's just say we're all done here. I'll catch you all next time. RIVET, there you go. Full flavored lager. You know what? It's not bad for a Vietnamese beer. Oh man. To all the Vietnamese folks. Come on, guys. We used to roll around Sydney. That's all we used to hear. Tommy. For everyone that knows, knows. Anyways, much love all. I'll catch you all later. Later all.